I actually got us out. I do apologize. Thank you for waiting with me through these hiccups. I do apologize. You guys are awesome. Welcome back to
I,
Tuesday
I see
Tezday,
it.
everyone.
I see it. I see it. It's working.
Is it?
I think so. I mean,
Right.
I'm seeing your stream. Yeah. I'm not clicking on it because we're going to drop altogether. So,
Right. No, I think we're good how it is. So, my friends, welcome back to Tuesday Tezday. I'm here with Kryptonio. We're heading toward the holiday stretch, and the timing gets a little uneven this time of year, but we're here for another community call. We'll open things up after the news like usual, so here are some updates from the past week. For our first story, Kryptonio broke down STTEZ or STXTZ, the liquid staking token built by the Stacy Phi team and governed through the UVEZ DAO. The article goes over what the token actually represents, how the pool works under the hood, and why liquid staking fills a gap that native staking can't cover. It also walks through why STXDZ matters now that more activity is happening through smart contracts and DeFi on both Tezos and Etherlink. Once Tez leaves your wallet, it stops earning, and the piece explains how ST changes that and why it opens up new options for lending markets, AMMs, and even art marketplaces. The article also covers how people can mint ST how to swap back to Tez, and what the current risks look like, including future plans like expanding to multiple bakers and adding governance participation. If you want the full explanation, or you're trying to figure out how SDXTZ fits into your own setup, you can read Kryptonio's deep dive on news.tezoscommons.org. For our next story, Spotlight published a long reflection piece from Yoshi looking back at art on Tezos, Berlin. It's one of the most detailed write ups of the event so far, covering how the week came together, who showed up, and why Berlin felt like a real checkpoint for the art community on Tezos. The article pulls together the different layers that carried the week, from foundation and builder support to the artists, curators, and organizers who filled out the galleries and installations. It also rounds up the outside coverage, everything from the on the ground recaps to photo journals and media write ups that captured pieces of the event from their own angle. A big part of the piece is how people responded to being in the same room again. Relief, momentum, and a sense that the art scene on Tezos didn't stall, it matured. It also looks ahead a bit, touching on smaller satellite events, hybrid exhibitions, and formats that artists and developers could work together more directly. If you want a full walkthrough of what Berlin actually looked like and felt like, or if you want to see the links to all the external coverage, the full article is live over at spotlight.tezos.com. If you're trying to keep up with everything happening on Tezos, the baking sheet makes it easy. It's a short weekly email that covers the biggest project updates and community moves. No filler, just what's worth knowing. You can sign up at bakingsheet.tezoscommons.org. And a quick heads up about the Tezos Community Rewards Program. Nominations for this month are open, and here's how to make them count. You've got two options. First, go to tezoscommons.org/rewards, and you can fill out the form there. It's very short. Second, you can post on social media using hashtag TezosCRP. That's the tag we track. Just hashtag CRP won't work. If you're tagging someone's post, that's all you need to do. But if you're making your own post, like a list of names, be sure to add a quick note about what each person did. That context helps us properly review each nomination. So again, use the form or tag hashtag TezosCRP with a reason. That's how we make sure recognition goes to real contribution, not just popularity. All right, well, that's the news for this week. Since tonight is a community call, we'll open things up now. If you've got something you want to share or talk through, go ahead, request the mic, and we'll start bringing people up. Yeah, we're back in business, sir. I think everything's working. I'm getting requests for botted views from Twitch, so that's a good sign.
Okay. I didn't know that's a thing on Twitch. Haven't
Yeah,
used it
yeah.
much, but yeah.
A guy dropped in just to say, "Hey, for cheap Twitch TV viewers or stuff,
Oh shit.
just go to my website." We're
Yeah.
in, we're doing it when you get those.
All
Oh,
right.
so we just
Okay,
came
I
off of
see.
a big break in America.
You had a big break.
Yeah, we gave thanks and ate a lot of food, and we're thankful for that food making
Turkeys.
us tired. Yeah, some people ate
Yeah.
turkeys, other people ate maybe a ham, or maybe even they sprung for prime rib because they just wanted it. But I don't know. Thanksgiving is an interesting time. There's some tradition involved. There's also some history.
Yeah. Makes sense. On the other hand, here in Greece, it was just the week, normal
Right.
weekdays, normal work, normal everything.
Yeah, we must look pretty foolish. Like we have to pick a day to be
Nah, you
thankful
don't. I mean,
because
we have some holidays of our own here, like national holidays and stuff. That um some are even, I think, only applied to Europe. I can't remember which ones they were, but I do think we have our own holidays that are not, celebrated in the US
that makes sense.
across the pond.
Across the pond.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. Do you think we should start like inviting people up? Giving
sure.
them a
Let's just invite
nudge,
people. I mean,
pushing them a little bit, because I see like a bunch of people down there that I know that they probably have some updates on
yeah,
the
push
stuff
them.
they're working on.
You
Yeah.
push him in the chest, in the middle of the chest, like an old man finger. That kind of pushing around. You don't
Yeah.
argue with the old man when he does that. He's explaining something to you and pushing it into your chest.
Yeah.
No, that's funny.
No pressure, guys, if you can't come up, but I'm gonna just send out some invites,
Yeah, feel
you
free. Feel
know.
free.
Yeah. I did pin some things up here on Tesseract, and I'm probably gonna go through the rest of the listeners and pin more stuff. There we go.
So let's get really technical and make them want to come up. Let's just start talking really
What?
technical stuff. Well, usually when we get into the technical stuff, they're like, "Oh, this is boring. I want to talk about my stuff." So let's get into like,
Mm,
how do you
yeah,
say it? I
not
still haven't figured out how to say it yet.
farfadet. I don't know.
Parfait.
Farfadet.
I don't think there's a
Farfadet.
T at the end. I don't know. It's French, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that
maybe.
T sort of like, isn't it sort of like oblivious? It's gone, like French.
Might be. Yeah. So did you look into it at all?
I
Into
mean,
farfadet, like
there's,
what it brings or what it does? I think that
I
it
know that it
it's
brings
yeah, go
parity
ahead.
to the EVM machine. It just said machine twice, but they bring
Yeah.
some parity because there's some updates that happened after what was it, the Fusaka fork?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would tell me like what happened there? Why did Ethereum have to
I don't know.
fork again?
I don't know, man. I mean, that's the way they update, but they upgrade. But I don't know what exactly the stack upgrade includes. But
Okay.
I think we can find the tweet for
Now
Farfadet at least.
I know Farfadeh is supposed to introduce they're shooting for 50 millisecond receipt times.
Yeah,
That's huge, man.
it's pretty fast, and I think that in the future they want to get that down to 0.2, like 20 milliseconds.
That's so crazy. To just think how fast that is.
Yeah,
There's more of a delay between our speech and it coming through the speaker.
yeah, that's true. Also, I think that this might increase the throughput as well, because it increases the gas, like the chain
Yeah, to
capacity. So
27 million gas units if we want to get technical.
like doubles it, or at least, right?
Yeah.
Almost.
I don't know how to make Ryan a speaker, so R Yang Tana, welcome to the stage.
Yeah, I brought him up.
Yeah, I can't do it. I fail. I'm
He's
still no
already
good at
up.
it
I
too.
think he's just going to the speakers.
Hello, hello.
There he is.
Can you hear me?
Hello, yes, Aryang
So,
Tana, you
Hey,
are coming through clear.
I just want to say hi. I just want to say hi. I'm on the train, and as soon as we depart, I'm probably going to lose reception. So, uh, yeah. But
no worries.
No worries. How are travels?
travels are good. I had a very good, nice Thanksgiving. Um, yeah, we didn't do much. We were just hanging out, ate a lot, um, watched TV, and you know, yeah, we didn't go anywhere really, but it was a nice quiet time. So,
And you said you're on a
sorry, there's
train?
a lot. Yeah, there's a lot going on. You can probably hear it.
No, that's fine. I'm
So,
just trying to
but
picture you on a
I
train.
just yeah, we're taking the train up back to Seattle. That's sort of like a trip. So,
Oh, you're like on an
much.
Amtrak?
Yeah, we're on an Amtrak. Yeah, so it's a pretty chill ride. You know, much better than flying. I think if you have
Oh,
the time.
dude,
You know.
and the freeways, you don't have to deal with I-5. You're so smart.
Hmm. Well, it does take you 2 days to get up, so that's the drawback. But yeah, and that's part of our vacation. So
Well, that sounds like a
uh,
blast.
yeah, they're having fun. Uh, just real quick, I wanted to let people know that we are thinking about bringing in 2 new members to TEA, and their names you're very familiar with. One is Salawaki, and the other is Fendo. And we're voting on it right now to try to make them part of the TEA core team. So I have a thread up there, and there are people who haven't worked with them before on the team, and say they have nice things to say about them. Please do.
Bendel was absolutely instrumental in last year's TezCon and the year before.
Yeah, but he's
Boots on the
always at
ground
these
in
spaces.
Seattle.
Yeah,
He's in these spaces constantly. Salawaki, a face always to be remembered. And then the
yeah.
trout.
No, she
Don't forget the
doesn't need
trout.
she doesn't need no intro, But there are people out there that don't. So.
That was quick. All right, I don't want to miss that.
See, Retro has requested. We have Retro coming up as well.
Okay, I think we're departing now. So thanks. See you guys around.
Well, Ryan, thank you for joining us. I hope your travels are safe. Be well, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Manny, welcome to the stage. How the hell are you, sir?
That was code for Ryan doesn't like me.
Hey, I'm still here, man.
Shit, he's here. Time to bounce, like.
Train departs as soon as I come on stage.
A signal breaking.
I don't know how long it's gonna take, but eventually we'll be out of the range of the towers, and so. But hey, I'm still here.
Something tells me you'll be back in range when I leave the stage.
Maybe we'll see.
I'm just joking. If anyone's reading too much into that.
No, he's being dead serious. No, I'm kidding. There's zero tension up here. Retro, how the heck are you, man? It's good to talk to you again.
I'm doing well, Blanks. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you very much. Hey, Kryptonio. Hey, Ryan. Hope you're all good.
Yeah, thank you. All things considered.
Yeah, doing great, man.
Yeah, it's good. We're just let's just not mention the price of anything, and then I think things are good.
What price?
Oh,
There's
well,
no
I mean,
price. Look,
It's a good buy.
Yeah.
You know what? Not financial advice, but if you are minting on chain, that's me. I'm saying that whole thing again. Yeah, I know. If you're minting on chain, it is a kind of a good buying opportunity.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, silver lining and all
I mean,
things, right?
if the price went right the way down to like 5 cents, not that I'm wishing that on anybody, but imagine the things that we could mint on chain.
Oh, we would be minting a lot on chain.
There'd be music, there'd be full videos, there'd be all sorts.
Full video.
All movies.
Yeah. Somebody would put like Home Alone on chain.
Crazy.
That would
Oh,
be
man.
nuts. How long? I'm just curious, like if say somebody wanted to do like, I don't know, like a 700 meg on chain mint. How long, how many transactions do you think that would take retro to like
Well, it's
facilitate that?
22 kilobytes a block or something like that. So yeah,
Oh.
every transaction is for each block. So yeah, you'd be there for a
I
long
need a
time.
calculator. I want to know. Now I'm curious.
For that,
Calculator.
I think one of the large, not to brag, but I think I've got one of, if not the largest piece on chain at the moment, and that was around 17 or 18 transactions. But it's good. I got to I got up from my chair and I stretched and I did a few exercises in between, and then I came back and then I approved, and
Okay,
then then I
so
went back and worked out a little bit.
what are we, block time is what, 6 seconds? Oops, I did it wrong. Oh no. Did I do times? Oh, I screwed up. Okay, hold on. 700,000 divided by 22, right? That's how many blocks it would take. And then that times 10, right, is minutes. And then divide that by 60. Oh man. It's a few days, dude. You would be minting for the better part of a year. I mean, to give you context about. And that's just, wow. Anyway, that's fun. I can't even conceptualize that. You've got my brain in weird places right now, Retro. Thank you. Man. Yeah, now I'm deep in the woods, dude. What have you done to me, man? What have you done to me?
Yeah, well, that's a good metric. If you can figure out the total amount that has been minted on chain and calculate how much time collectively that has taken, that would be an interesting metric. I'm not sure if that's even possible to work out. I bet you, yes, Emma's got all the numbers. He loves that kind of stuff, so he might have them.
Well, I mean, he probably knows to the he knows to the byte how much has been minted on chain. I'm sure, at least through his contract. So, yeah, he could tell you how much time. That's wild to think about. But I mean, how long would we sit there waiting for like a CD to burn? I'm dating myself. Did you ever have it fail on the like 8x right or the 12x right? I mean, you would burn one CD and it would take what? A 2x? 4x was like a blessing.
Yeah, but sometimes 4x it would skip a song, wouldn't it?
Dude, it would just say error. It would just be like, nah, it didn't work. Fuck your CD. Oh, sorry. But yeah, your CD's toast. Get a new one. The RW was a lie. The rewrite, that wasn't real. That didn't work.
Okay, I think I've pinned a bunch of tools and developments from the last couple weeks, 2 weeks.
So, brother man in charge of I mean, you are overseeing some of these requests, looking through them. Tell me about the ecosystem DAO. What's going on right now? I know it's been pretty active lately. Can you give us a little
we
overview?
did have yeah, sure. I mean, it was hibernating for quite a few months. I mean, the last proposal was like last year in the summer,
Why
and
don't
then
Why
this
don't you
year
tell
we
them
got three.
what it is real quick? Because I mean, it like we know what it is, and when we talk about it, and the people who are proposing on it obviously know what it is. But when we say the ecosystem
So
DAO,
yeah, I think the ecosystem DAO you could view it as an experiment for some sort of first iteration, let's say for an on-chain treasury, right, to fund projects and stuff. They started as a DAO where we have 5 signers, basically, 5 voters to say so. In the first iteration, you would like post your proposal on Tezos Agora with a specific template, which you mentioned deliverables, you mentioned like the funds requested, what they're going to be used for, and stuff like that. And then there was a discussion on the forum with input from the community, and then it was injected on chain to the DAO, and the signers would vote, basically taking into account all the feedback from the community, right? Then in the next iteration, it was added a test-based voting. So now you still post your proposal on Tezos Agora, the thing that you want to do and how much you request and everything. Um, then an off-chain poll through Homebase DAO happens, where everybody from the ecosystem, anyone who holds Tez basically, can vote. It's Tez-based voting. So the more Tez you have, the more votes you have, right? And if it gets voted with no issues, it reaches quorum, let's say, and the majority is yes, then the signers just sign for the transaction to happen on chain, and the project gets funded. So that's the state that it is right now. I think the Tezos Foundation had put in like something like 50K Tez or something, to start things off, to see how it goes. And we had like 3, 4 projects get funded, maybe more. I can't remember right now when it started. But then, as I said, since last summer, it was like pretty quiet. And like 2 months ago, I think, Baking Benjamin's Test Capital, they put in a new proposal for Test Sign, which is a tool. I don't know exactly what, but it is a tool for bakers and basically to sign for your bakeries and stuff. And that one was approved already. Then we had another one right away from the account from friends who wanted to do like um, a streaming, let's say, project that you could put on TVs and everything that would stream the object, main page with all the new memes or stuff like that you could choose, I think. And that one also got very positive feedback. It got voted, and now it's, I think, in the phase of the on-chain voting, where the signers basically sign and not vote. So that should be funded soon, in the next days, probably. And 2 days ago, we got another one from Skull's Army, Buffalo Up, I think, about another tool, which would be an RPC node, a backup RPC node, specifically to archive all the Tezos art that is on the Tezos ecosystem, to archive it and to pin it on IPFS automatically. So as long as it is online, the Tezos art won't get lost from IPFS. And that is still in the phase of discussions on Tezos Agora, and in the next days it will probably start the poll, the voting, the test-based voting for it. So keep an eye on that. And actually, I should find that post from Scott's Army, pin it up here for more people to explore it. But does that explain everything?
yeah, a little bit. I mean, for somebody who has no idea what it is, yeah, that's very helpful. I know when I hear about any DAOs, I usually am like, what does it matter?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's still not fully on chain in all of its aspects, but as I explained, it's basically up to the community to approve or not things right now. So you could apply for with your project, for your request, and at the end of the day, it's the community that votes on this. Maybe off-chain poll, but it's still that's the thing that will determine if the signers will sign it or not. So yeah, if you have an idea, that's another alternative way of getting funds. Of getting funding to kickstart your project or whatever you want to do.
I think it's awesome. You have an opportunity to present your case to people who genuinely are just looking for an opportunity to fund things. So give it a shot. Put it out there. I mean, I'm sure From Friends probably looked at that thing and was like, no way, no way. And then they were blown away by the whole process the whole way through. I remember watching the tweets come through, or the posts, I guess they're not tweets since we're
Yep, there we go. I found it, and I pinned. It's called Zarmi's post, I think, up here. Yeah. So yeah, go check it out. Check their proposal from Lab, and if it makes sense, and keep an eye and vote when the time comes, because these people are here in the community, building in the community, and they expect us to support them. So yeah, when the time comes, go and vote if you think that's a cool project.
yeah, you
And
can support the projects you like.
Yeah, speaking of voting, we should remind people that Tallinn is up for voting as well. It's in the exploration phase. Tallinn, the next Tezos upgrade proposal. And we need to reach quorum because right now we have like 27% participation, almost 28%, and we need 50%, I think, this time to reach quorum. So yeah, nudge your bakers. If you're a baker, go vote, check it out, and yeah, let's not delay it unless you have
Remind your baker
a
as well.
serious reason. Yeah, because we're gonna go to 6-second block times. That one, not bad.
Yeah, that would mean I
We
would only be
started with
sitting at the
60
computer
down to
for
6.
That's insane, man. I remember sitting there with those 60-second block times. Manually sending transactions through my wallet.
It is crazy to think about, right?
It's pretty fast. I mean, and we've maintained integrity the whole way. I don't know. It's pretty wild to think about what actually has been accomplished.
Yeah.
I think we lost Ryan. I think he finally moved outside the tower's reach.
I still see him down as a listener. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Also, let me remind, although you mentioned it at the start, but guys, don't forget to vote people for the Tezos CRP program. Yeah, November, I'm gonna say it because I was looking at the nominations right now, the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And November was very low in terms of numbers. October was one of the highest in terms of nominations. I don't know, like if people went all out on October and got tired and stopped nominating in November, or what happened. But I think it's the market sentiment as well, of course. But yeah,
Probably.
don't forget to nominate people, guys. I know there are a bunch of people that got a lot of nominations in November. Some that created tools and stuff, which is great to see. But yeah, keep nominating people. And Stroke, I see you down there. Just so you know, I do count the non-hashtags ones as well. I do list them for the team to check.
We have embraced that change.
Yeah, as soon as you gave us that feedback, we started searching for them as well.
Unfortunately, there are other platforms that do use the hashtags as well, and so
yeah, I mean on X. On X.
Yeah, on X we definitely.
Can I ask what the cutoff date is every month to get nominations in?
It's the last day of the month, 31st or 30th, depending on.
I would say probably UTC midnight on the last day probably is the cutoff. I would say.
Yeah. So I think that I usually no, I don't stop at UTC, to be honest, because I
See,
know
look
that
at
a
this.
lot
See,
of
this guy takes them all day long. Look at this guy.
no, yeah, because I know that a lot of US based people nominate the last day, in their afternoon. So I'm trying, to at least take a look if there are any nominations, after the UTC
Is there
closest
like a
day.
universal end of day time? Like, is there a certain time, like the Japan
I,
midnight?
I
Is
mean,
there
I wasn't going that specific, but I just wanted a date. So the end of the last day of the month, and then you count them all
Yeah.
up, and then they're awarded on the 20th of the following month. Is that how it works?
The 20th is not fixed. Sometimes it's the
Okay, it's
15th.
like around that,
Some, yeah, yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
It depends on how much time it will take the team to, sit down and to review all the nominees and go um, through their profiles and through, their feeds and everything. Because we gotta keep in mind that a lot of these nominations have zero context. Most people like put a name and they put it as a CRP hashtag next to it. So you have to go through the whole month, through the whole feed of each one of them, to see what's happening and everything. There are some
even
others
then
that
it can be
obviously,
tough because they might
yeah,
not even mention what they're working on. These people just get tagged after, so it's tough.
Yeah, so that's why we try to always remind people to add some context if you can, like, tell us what did they do, because we also mentioned in our blog post that we want the actions that they get rewarded for to be in that month, right? So if you do something in November, um, like if you did something 2 months ago and they nominate you now, it's not really applicable because you probably won that month. You got nominated that month as well. So that's why we try to have the things that people did in that specific month and get nominated for them in that month, if that makes sense. But we
Yeah,
should
that
keep in
makes
mind
sense.
nothing is absolute. Okay, nothing is absolute. We are in the community as well. We are looking, we are seeing what's happening. So
No,
many
everything
times
Kryptonio says is set in stone. If he's wrong at all, he's a liar. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, and it's the other main thing is that it's not just one person that is looking at these things. I'm just happening to be one of the people that collects all the nominations and everything, and then we have a bunch of people that go through them and put their comments and their thoughts and everything in the context.
There's actually multiple layers to the whole thing. It's definitely a lot deeper than a bunch of votes that we just total up and then throw it out there. There's a little bit of context behind what goes on behind the scenes. It's not just a winner take all, most amount of tickets sort of situation,
Yep. But
I mean, not that you were worried
people
about that, I don't think.
come on up on stage during the discussion.
Just to fill some time, I wanted to talk about something. If that's okay.
I mean,
course, man.
This is your space, man. We're giving you this space
Yeah.
to talk about anything you want right now, as long as it's appropriate. And I mean, even if it's off topic, it's fine. Please, man, this is your space. Go.
I wanted to firstly just discuss Blangs' sense of humor, and I think it's something that we can all do. No, I'm joking. I put something up in the nest above, which is a space that I'll be hosting on Thursday with RDL, who's down there in the listeners, who's also the dev behind Tessa Art. And I'm not sure if anyone knows Tessa Art, but if you remember, they did this really awesome app on Farcaster or Warpcast where you could collect directly in Warpcast. But anyway, Tessa Art now has created a Tezos artist storefront, which is perfect, and I think it's something that we've all been waiting for, and I've been testing it out, and I think it's so good. And so I'm going to be hosting a space where I'm going to be talking to RDL directly about the site and what's possible. So it'd be great if everyone who's interested to come along. It's on Thursday at 6 p.m. UTC. I've left the link at the top. And yeah, make sure you go and follow Tessa Art as well, so you can have a look at the videos that have been posted in their pinned post as well, so you can see what it's all about.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I did pin, actually. It was one of the first things I pinned up in this space today, because he was also one of the first to join the space. So I went ahead and pinned the tweet from Tezday Art about the storefront. So definitely check it out. Has the link to the demo as well and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that we have been waiting for a while, and there was a site a while ago. I honestly can't remember the name, so no shade to it, but it was really good. I never got around to actually using it, but I saw lots of other people use it. But then the dev shut it down, or they closed it or something. It was kind of like a links page. Do you remember it? But it also had like you could collect from there as well. I really can't remember the name of it. But
I'm
since
trying
then
to
we
remember,
haven't.
but I can't.
You,
One
do
of
you
the
know which
five.
one I'm talking about, though?
No, I'm trying to remember.
I can't remember. Anyway, so we haven't had anything really like that for a while, and I guess most people have. You know, you mint on Taya, you mint on Object, is what most people do. Now there's minting on Zero Unbound, and then there's minting on there's a new site that's come up as well. I can't remember now. But it's a great way to, rather than it being stuck to the marketplace kind of look and feel the way they've laid it out, which is still fine, but you can have all of those in one place, and you can display it like a storefront, and it's like your own site with its own domain name, and you can customize the logo. You can have like the hero at the top and a slideshow of your favorite works, and you can have an about page. So it's something I think we've been waiting for a very long time, and so I'm really excited about it.
Dang, that sounds
So
super
first
cool.
question.
And the site, and it's really slick as well. It's done really well. So I've been lucky enough to be able to test it out, and it's I've been still diving into it actually, but it's really cool. So
I'm
yeah, I think
thinking now, does it
definitely come
work?
along.
Yeah. Uh, I'm thinking, does it work like you have to connect your wallet and it collects like all the artworks you've minted, or are you able to kind of like, if you have two wallets that you mint on, could you like combine them? The reason I'm asking is basically because I'm thinking, like what if people use it not just for their own art, but also to create a sort of curation of different artworks with referral links and stuff, something like that. Although I know that's out of the scope, but it was just a thought that came to me.
I think RDL just came up.
Oh,
Did
he
he
did?
come up?
No, I
I
still
think
see
I
him
saw him at
behind
the
the
speaker.
I
listeners.
see him.
Oh, there we go.
I don't
There
know
we
if he's
go.
gonna
There we
talk, but I
go.
see him. I'm honored. Welcome, welcome. I had Jeopardy music. I think I would play it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's trying to be right.
I see him up. Maybe it's not working.
Yeah. That's
But
fine.
well, maybe while we're waiting, from what I've seen, it's only when you connect your own wallet and it's your own work. But maybe that's a
Which
great addition. That'd be a great way of doing it as well. That might be a
it
good
it it it,
addition.
it would
Hello,
complicate
hello.
things more probably. Oh, hey, there we go.
You guys can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I don't know what was happening. Sorry about that. And yeah, many thanks, Retro. I didn't want it to leave you alone speaking, but yeah, I was so very excited to be here. I don't want to spill it out completely because I guess we do have a space for that on Thursday. But yeah, to address the question, uh, right now it does support like zero unbound, as Retro mentioned, object. So yeah, FX hash. And yeah, it is essentially by connecting your wallet. Like we implemented native interaction within those marketplaces, and the creator has the like their own admin panel where they can customize like the colors, the slideshow, and import all their projects, of course. And of course, the user just connects their wallet and interacts in the same way as they would interact like in object and in basically any marketplace. So that's basically it. It's really not that complicated, but I think it solves a big problem that we have in this space, that it is like this segmented navigation. And I also see many artists that don't have their website yet, and they rely like in this like link tree, and it's like the navigation is all over the place. So yeah, that's the main idea behind the project, and very excited to finally put it out there.
First of all, congrats, man. Honestly, great job. And I do agree that this is really, really helpful for all those people, that cannot spin up a website of their own and link all the different artworks that they have on different platforms and everything. So you automated all that, and it's great. Honestly, I'm sure it will be very helpful. Like you can create your own brand in a way. Until now, you would have to share, I don't know, like the collection on object, probably, to have a bunch of your artworks together, or your collections in general. But yeah, this kind of links all the different platforms, and super
Dude,
helpful.
white label marketplace, so very cool.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so as Retro said, you can also like put up your own logo or stuff or something.
yeah, you can customize it with your own logo, and the main thing is about like artists having their own space, customizable to their color, so it's like their own stage, So it's not the template of the marketplace. Although the basic plan is it is a template, so the creators can customize it to that point that it is the logo and the colors and so on. But it is also scalable in a way that if the artist wants to jump into another plan that they want like a fully custom layout, that's also possible. We did that with Motus Art in an event here in Valencia that was like an interactive installation, and we had like a fully custom layout for that one.
How long have you been working on this?
Oh man, it has been a while, to be honest. It has been probably like 8 months. Yeah, yeah, probably 8 months around. Yeah.
Well, that's impressive, man. Straight up. I have to give you a little bit of props here, a little bit of riz.
Thank you, thank you.
That's pretty impressive stuff right there, man. I don't think people really do understand how much of that part of it is so intimidating. Um, it, it's easier when you know somebody who's done it. It's really easy when you know somebody willing to do it for you. And it's really hard to find somebody willing to take the time to do it for you. And you went ahead and spent 8 months doing it for everybody, man. So thank you. That's just
Yeah, I mean, that's what I love. But also, it didn't start all the way there. Like in the beginning, first it was for an event, and then it kind of kept scaling. And I was like, this would be cool. I'm gonna do this, and it just went like that to the point that it's what it is right now.
I don't know that it would be what it is right now if you attacked it as I need to make this thing either. I don't know. Something about being in the moment when it happens. Like you said, it progressed from something. So I don't know, man.
I think
I'm just blown
some
away, dude, when you've made something amazing. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
yeah. No, I was gonna say that I think that some of the best tools like are built. When somebody sees something that they need and they don't find a tool for it and they build it themselves, and then suddenly